Well, hello again, everyone. My name is Chronos006, back with more of 428 Shibuya Scramble. So in our last playthrough, we met with a bad end with Kano, so it's time to play as Achi. This should be fun. Oh! Not what I wanted to see, but thanks. Whoa. Oh! I was blinded with science. Achi Endo called out at the door to his father's room. Okay, I'm heading out.
Sure.
His father sounded unconcerned. He didn't even open the door. Sure you don't want me to stay here in the shop?
It's not like we're getting any customers.
Achi grimaced. Yeah, I guess not. What is that in the lower right-hand corner? The drawer by the front door held a stack of heavy-duty trash bags. Achi pulled a few of them out. Guess it's gonna be that kind of day. He stuffed the trash bags into his pocket, then slipped on his favorite pair of sneakers. And his favorite pair of camo pants, bitch! The entryway to Achi's home also led into the family's shop. Various pieces of electronics were piled up like so much junk in the tiny retail space. The slightest bump brought the risk of an avalanche. Achi wove his way through the gaps in the appliances like a spelunker exploring a cave. From Shibuya Station, if you make your way past the 109 building, then up through Dogensanka, you'll come across an old shopping district. Nestled in its outskirts is Endo Electronics, in the same place it's been for decades. Within its dimly lit interior, you'll find rows of wares all caked in dust. At a glance, you might well assume the place was closed. A mom-and-pop place like Endo's couldn't compete with the big consumer chains booming throughout Shibuya. So far, the store had remained in business, thanks to the locals who appreciated that they made house calls to do repairs. Oh, look at the cute little dog at the top. That's nice. But things weren't looking good for the future. Achi, the oldest son and nominal successor to the business, had no interest whatsoever in working there. He's way too metal for that. Achi stepped out of the shop and into the sunny morning air. Is that sunny? That doesn't look very sunny. The good weather lifted his spirits. Alrighty, time to do this! He unfurled one of the big garbage bags, which caught the wind and fluttered like a cape. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Drifting something or other? Then he slowly made his way toward Shibuya Station, scanning his surroundings all the while. Sheesh, this place is filthy. He paused to pick up a plastic bottle that had been tossed on the ground. Then, with a heavy sigh, he slipped the crushed receptacle into his trash bag. He'd been picking up trash around town like this for about 6 months now. Why? It had gotten so that the sort of garbage most people would hardly notice stood out to him like a sore thumb. Most days he'd fill his trash bag to the top by the time he made it from his house in Dogenzaka to the train station. Today, he was halfway to the station when a woman's anxious voice caught his attention. I'm sorry. I'm in a bit of a hurry here. He looked up and saw a timid-looking woman being confronted by 2 men. I'd call those more boys, but okay. One with brown hair, one with black. They both look brown to me. From the look of them, he guessed that the men were scouts for some hostess club. Oh dear. He ran into this sort of thing pretty frequently on his trash cleaning walks around town.
Another kind of trash to take care of.
Achi quickly interposed himself between the girl and the two recruiters. Hey, can't you see that you're bothering her? Huh? Who the hell are you? The two men glared. Take a hike, pal. Achi stood his ground. Look, she ain't interested. You're just gonna have to find some other Mark. I don't think her name is Mark. The hustler's annoyance turned to open rage. Well, listen to you. Got a bit of a mouth, huh, buddy? The brown-haired thug smacked his lips around his chewing gum like a dog worrying a bone. Worrying a bone? How about we take this someplace more quiet? Why is that highlighted? What this means could depend on the person speaking. To a young woman, let's go someplace more quiet, might suggest a cafe or park. But to a street punk, it might mean an alley where passersby are unlikely to interrupt. Oh, this is great. The girl stood by, uneasily watching the goings-on. She looks like she's about to throw up. I don't know who's talking. Hey, take it easy. I'm not looking for trouble. Is that supposed to be an apology? On your knees and beg, pal! The man spat his gum onto the ground. Thanks for showing that. Achi looked down at the glistening wad of gum on the sidewalk. His last shred of goodwill vanished. You better pick that up. Right now. What? Didn't you hear me? Because I told you to get down on your knees and beg. Achi's hand shot out, grabbing the man by the jaw. Whoa. Easy, pal. The other man's bravado drained from his face. Achi tightened his grip on the brown-haired hustler's jaw. Sweat dripped from the man's reddening brow. The man struggled, but Achi just tightened his grip. Gum's a real pain in the ass to clean up after it's gotten stuck to the street, you know. Ever stop to consider that? Wait, are you? The other hustler's panicked eyes had fixed on Achi's chest. Gah! Oh crap! That shirt, man! It says Pet 1! That's mean clean! What? Please tell me he's part of a gang that recycles and picks up trash. Please tell me he's part of a gang that recycles and picks up trash. Please tell me that's what this is. That means you're... His face went pale. Clean. The other man echoed the words through his held-shut jaw, tears welling up in his eyes. Get it right, pal. Achi clenched the man's jaw harder still. It's mean clean! We're sorry, man! You're Achi, right? Dude, we honestly had no idea! Come on, man, you gotta cut us some slack! The man scrambled to snatch the wad of gum off the street, stuffing it into his pants pocket. Finally, Achi let go of his companion. The brown-haired hustler's face was twisted up with fear. Tears streamed down his cheeks. Gasping out hasty apologies, the two thugs scampered off. Hey, so... A shy smile came to the girl's face. Okay, do I really have to... Please just say it's a female? Okay, so it's actually telling me who she is. Ryoko Kakinuma, second-year student at Midoriyama Academy's law school. These hustlers managed to corner her while she was on her way to her part-time job at a cafe. It's a popular plot in trashy Eve novels for the main character to fall in love with a hustler like these guys, but such things rarely happen in real life. It is? Guess I don't read enough Japanese literature. Thank you for saving me. Boy, I messed up that first voice. No, I apologize. Huh? The girl stared in surprise.
You'll run into creeps like that now and then, but don't hold it against us. Shibuya's a good town.
Okay.
Hachi gave her a quick wave, then turned and continued on his way down Dogenzaka. Hachi was Shibuya born and raised. He was keenly aware of all the changes the ward had seen since he was a kid. Grocery stalls and inconspicuous little side streets, tiny parks nestled between buildings. Hachi knew it all like the back of his hand. Trash, human or otherwise, had no place in this town. Not on his watch. This is amazing! Hachi made his way down toward Shibuya Station. Throngs of people shuffled to and fro across the scramble. The view shifted constantly from one moment to the next, almost as if the city itself were alive. And if the city was a living thing, then Shibuya Station was its heart. The streets like Bunkamuradori and Center Guy serving as the arteries pumping a bloodstream made of people. Boy, this writing is... it's not good, but I'm enjoying it. Today, as ever, the heart was pumping that blood to every nook and cranny of Shibuya. And there was Hachi, just another part of this great urban organism.
Guess I'm one of the city's white blood cells! Oh wait, maybe I'm a red blood cell, because I'm wearing a red jacket!
Jesus Christ.
Or did I have it right the first time?
White blood cells eliminate pathogens from the bloodstream. Red blood cells carry oxygen throughout the body.
Thanks there, Mr. Narrator.
No problem. Hachi was probably thinking of white blood cells.
Why are you talking to me like that?
Don't pay attention to me. I'm just the narrator. Emerging from his reverie, he noticed a rather conspicuous young woman standing by the statue of Hachiko outside Shibuya Station. Okay, now, here we go. Now I get to change history.
Oh, she's totally my type.
Yes, we get it, thanks.
Wonder if she's a model or small-time actress or something. Looks like she's waiting for someone. Probably another guy. Dang.
Boy, I can relate to Hachi here. Good looking as she was, there was no way she wasn't already taken. Boy, I can relate to those thoughts. What kind of guy scored a girl like that? Probably the rich-ass CEO of an IT company or something. Crouching down to tie off the trash bag, he continued gazing wistfully at the girl. Then he noticed something peculiar. She was carrying an attaché case, the kind a businessman might use. It was a large case, and apparently so heavy that she was struggling to hold it despite using both hands. She's not really using either hand, she's just using fingers.
Now, what kind of person makes a young lady lug around something heavy like that?
Or, Hachi figured he'd offered to carry it for her, but first,
I gotta dump this trash.
he looked around to see if there was a garbage bin nearby. I am totally messing up the voices, but I don't care. I'm having a blast with this. You've reached a decision point. Let's have Hachi not approach Hitomi. What if I do? I guess I gotta do this.
But first, I gotta dump this trash.
He looked around to see if there was a garbage bin nearby. Now, Hachi won't approach Hitomi, which means he will avoid being arrested by Kano. At the same time, Kano's fate will also change. And he will no longer wind up at a
bad end.
So let's switch back to Kano's story using the time chart. Press triangle to open it. What if I want to keep going? Okay, I can't. Whoa! Yes, I understand. Protagonist progression through the story. Decision points are marked with that. Kano's fate has changed based on Hachi's actions. Select Kano's 1030 block, then press X. I can't tell what I'm selecting here. I hope that... Nope. No. Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. Now what's gonna happen? I suppose you could call it that. Kano gave a wry chuckle at his partner's lack of shame.
There it is!
Kuze's voice chirped suddenly through Kano's earpiece. Whoa! That is an ugly dude.
The man in the black coat! He's not Japanese, looks to me in his early 30s!
Previously, Achi got mixed up with Kano and the police, but now, another man has appeared instead. By changing what Achi did, you've also changed Kano's story. A foreign man had emerged from the crowd about 15 feet from where Hitomi was standing. He made his way toward her, his expression blank. He didn't match the description Hitomi had given them, but Kano felt a jolt of nerves all the same. That's probably not him either. Maybe the kidnapper was using an accomplice to snatch the ransom payment. That's what you thought about Achi! That didn't end well, did it? Alright.
This may be our guy.
This was it. Kano swallowed the lump in his throat. He bent his knees, ready for action. Blood rushed to his leg muscles, banishing the stiffness that had begun to take hold. Keep that information to yourself, please. Was this the culprit? Or perhaps... The stranger took hold of the attaché case. It was him! En masse, the detectives began to close in.
Let's go, Kano.
On it! Sasayama and Kano leapt into action, but they never expected what happened next. With the case clutched in both arms, the man veered suddenly, running right toward them. Clunk. Keep out. I'm sorry? Kano's story has suddenly hit a keep out. Keep out refers to a point in the story where your progress is currently stopped. In order to advance beyond a keep out, you need to jump! From another protagonist story, at 10:30, Achi has the text, young man in a suit, set as red keywords. Checking these red keywords will allow you to jump from Achi's story back to Kano's. Okay, this is getting complicated. Now, head back to Achi's story and keep an eye out for that key phrase. I mean, I appreciate the tutorial, but this is... Try following the story from Achi at 10:30. Approach the girl. Alright. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Okay, so this time I have to choose the first one. Got it. I can't. I'm confused. Oh, okay. He was dressed in black, and he wasn't Japanese. It looked like they were having a conversation. The girl nodded tensely at something the man said. Achi stared.
Something tells me that's not her boyfriend.
The girl handed the attaché case over to the man. He took hold of it with his right hand and began walking briskly away. Ow.
Whoa!
A nearby homeless man suddenly leapt over Achi and broke into a run as if he'd been waiting for this very moment. Yes, I know. Sprinting alongside him was a young man in a suit. Yep, that's what we need. Allows you to shift between characters at specific points. These can also allow you to clear out a keep out. in another character's story and let you read on. If you come across red text, blah 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 blah, very good, a window will appear allowing you to jump from one protagonist to another at that point, then press X to continue. The other character's story after the keep out. Give it a try. By performing a jump from this screen, you can advance another protagonist's story past the keep out. Press X to confirm and jump over to Kano's story. Jump.
Let's go, Kano.
On it. Sasayama and Kano leapt into action. You did it! Jump successful. In 428, you will often need to jump to get past another character's keep out. Jump. From red keywords to clear a keep out. Keep this in mind as you advance through the story. Okay, there won't be any more tutorial messages for a while. If you get stuck somewhere, try changing protagonists or making different decisions to advance. You can now use the time chart and the main menu. Thanks for that. From the main menu, you can access gameplay explanations and adjust settings. Press triangle, blah 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 blah. Very good. But they never expected what happened next. With the case clutched in both arms, the man suddenly veered, running right toward them. What? Catching sight of the two detectives, the suspect staggered to a halt, then bolted off in a new direction. Kano whipped off his costume glasses and followed in hot pursuit, and apparently he threw away his banana peel. What a litterbug. At the crosswalk, the signal changed to red and the flow of foot traffic abruptly halted. Just as quickly, hundreds of cars all lurched back into motion. There was no escape for the culprit now. Or so it appeared. The converging cops slowed their pace, confident their man was cornered. Then the foreigner barreled straight into the intersection, dodging between the oncoming cars without any hesitation. The mob of detectives came to a halt, not eager to rush to their deaths along with him. Kano, however, remained in hot pursuit, charging into the traffic at the crossing.
Kano, are you crazy? Come back!
Kano heard Sasayama shouting, but his feet kept carrying him onward. Go, Kano! With shouts and sirens echoing all around him, Kano closed in on the foreigner. Just a little closer. Just a little closer and he'd be in tackling range. He leaned forward, preparing to pounce, his eyes fixed on the culprit's feet. It was now or never.
Kano, back up! Don't take him back!
It was Kuze, shouting through Kano's earpiece.
Huh?
Kano hesitated in surprise. Had he really just been ordered not to apprehend the criminal?
Let him go for now. The real purpose is somewhere else.
What had happened to the plan? He'd been told that all personnel were to secure the area ASAP. Didn't HQ want them to catch the perpetrator?
The rest team stay on the foreigner's trail. Forensics team, get busy cross-referencing photos.
Even if this foreigner was only an underling hired for this one task, the police had now tipped their hand that they'd been lying in wait. If they didn't lock things down now and get more info on the kidnapper, a girl's life might be at stake. Kano recalled another maxim from his dick diary! Dick dictum number 12. Always assume a worst-case scenario. If Kuze had told him to let this guy go, that implied he was counting on the team that was now in position. But if the crook had planned a way to break through the police dragnet and escape with the ransom, and he succeeded, what was the right call here? Should he take this guy down, or back off after all? I can't decide. Letting the perp escape now is too big of a risk. He had to catch this guy ASAP. The man darted down a narrow alleyway. Kano ran faster. The man sprinted through the side streets. Evidently, he knew his way around Shibuya pretty well. Kano recognized Kuze's trademark squawk immediately.
Something is bad. He burst the mechanic again. He's fleeing in the direction of Meiji Dairy.
What? Kano could hardly believe it. He told me he had been kidnapped. Had she been abducted by whoever had taken Maria? But why? Someone must have been waiting for the moment when the police took their eyes off her. God damn it! Something's very wrong here. What in the world is going on? Kano saw that the road forked up ahead. The man with the attaché case ran to the left. If the man who'd taken Hitomi was heading toward Miyagi-Dori, there was a good chance he'd gone down one of the alleyways off to the right. Making a snap judgment, Kano told the detective behind him to follow the case snatcher, then turned and headed down the nearest alley. Why do I feel like I'm about to die? After darting through the side streets, he spotted a different man, another foreigner, crossing an intersection a few dozen meters ahead. The man was dressed in black, just like the guy who grabbed the ransom money. He looks just like a regular dude. Kuze's right, the kidnapper wasn't acting alone. But wait, something was amiss. Hitomi isn't with him. Where was she? Kano skidded around the corner, then stopped short. Oh my! Okay. The man in black was standing there, pointing a gun right at him. Before Kano could react, the man fired! And dead. Kano felt hot all over, as if he were on fire. All except for his cheek, pressed against the asphalt and the palms of his hands, they felt so cold. There was nothing he could do. Nothing, that is, except lie there and watch as his killer turned and walked away.
Shot by a foreigner.
By trying to find the man who'd taken Hitomi, Kano ran into a different criminal, and, unfortunately for him, he got shot. If the criminal hadn't been able to get near Hitomi, she probably wouldn't have been taken. Have Achi make the choice to talk to Hitomi instead at 10:35. This is crazy. This is nuts. Okay. Welp. I guess that's it for now. I still only have 2 people I can access. And I bet there'll be more. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. It's really starting to heat up now. Stay tuned, it's only going to get better. In the meanwhile, my name is Chronos006. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying bringing it to you, but I must be signing off for now. Take care.